Hey everybody, welcome to today's episode. Time for us to start painting that big beast. Now this is going to be a bit of a project. Not that I haven't dove into some projects before, but I say first things first, let's get it out of here and get it washed. Smells like my grandma's house in here. All right, well, let's get this thing up in the yard. Hey guys, my plan today is to attack this in 3 steps. First, I'm going to take this Parts Master engine degreaser and just basically shoot the whole back of the tractor down because it's, well, it's bad. It's really, really bad. Probably parts of the front, maybe the whole tractor. I don't know. I got several cans. I'm just going to spray it all on there. Then I'm going to fire up my power washer here, wash everything off. Finally, after that, I'm going to grab some blankets or something and kind of cover up the engine and some other parts because I bought one of these and I don't know if it's going to work or not, so we're all going to be in this together. One of these pressure washer sandblaster power wet sand. I don't know, it's some attachment I can put on my power washer, put the other end in a bag of sand and kind of power wet sand stuff, so maybe I don't have to spend 3 weeks, you know, sanding the entire tractor down. I can just hit spots, but I don't know. We'll see if that works, but for now, let's get to it. What I got. I put about a half a bag of sand in that there bucket. I thought that'd be best because it won't get wet on the bottom and I can put this lid on. I just figured that was a good idea. And then this hooks into here. Does it? Yes. And then you got supposedly instant power wash and sandblast and wet sander. So, all right, I'm just curious. I mean, it was 25 bucks on Amazon. I don't know what it's called. My friend of mine sent it to me, so let's try it out. There, I got most of the important stuff covered up. Let's keep on blasting. good. I'll get right back with you here. Well, there guys, that actually worked so much better than I expected. Thanks, Joe, for recommending that for me. I tell you what, guys, that thing will get sand on you in places you didn't know you could get sand in you, or on you, or around you. It's gonna take me 3 days to wash that out. Oh well, I'm gonna let this drip dry here for a minute, get all my tools and stuff put away. We'll get her pulled up in front of the barn here and start the next procedure. You sneaky little devil, you. Go give my work a CAT scan. Tell me what you think. All right, let's get this thing somewhere I can work on it. Where's that kitty? Puppy. You get out from under there, you. Oh, sand everywhere. All right, guys, time for the next part of this. And this is the part I hate the most, so I think I'm just going to get this out of the way right now. I got to go ahead and tape everything up here. Now, this isn't, I guess it might not be that bad. Sometimes, I know when I painted my 1155, it seems like it took all damn day to tape that off, but this won't be so bad. I'll get these lights all covered up, my exhaust pipes, throw a sheet over the engine, the wheels, wrap all these hoses up in something. Probably the hydraulic cylinders. I'll get those kind of wrapped off a little bit, and that'll be that. From that point, now the power wash and sandblaster did a pretty good job of getting, I mean, that thing probably saved me like a day's worth of time in sanding this thing. So I'm just going to go ahead. I got to sand the hood because I didn't really get the hood much. I was kind of afraid of getting too much sand in the engine compartment, which the sheet kept most of it off. I think it did a pretty good job. The engine stayed pretty clean. There's no particles and stuff on it, but just touch up a few things, kind of get around the windows, because again, I didn't get near the windows with the sand because, well, I can see through them now for the most part. I'd like to keep it that way. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. So I guess I'll just, boy, it really ain't going to be an easy way to do this, but we'll figure it out. Let's try that. You want to help? I'd appreciate a little help if you can. good help is hard to find. Alright guys, so with this thing mostly taped off, now all I gotta do is the kind of finishing up cosmetic stuff. I've got the old Bearcat emblems have to go. And if you've ever watched me paint things, if you guys have watched me for more than a few seconds, you know I like to paint. These eraser wheels are really the way to go. They kind of just rub the old stickers right off. Now fortunately, there's not many to take off this. It's not like Turd Ferguson where I have to do this on a, entire length of the cab. You get a 1805 sticker off. So I'm going to go ahead and peel these off of here. We're just about to the point where I can start shooting primer on this tractor. I'm going to go through and sand a few things yet, but otherwise, she's pretty well ready to go. Okay, let me get this sticker off of here. I brought you up close and personal here so you can kind of see how this works. Spin it in the direction that you can kind of push on it. See, and just like that, it's a Steiger Bearcat. Doesn't take long at all. So let me go ahead and finish erasing this decal. I'm going to erase the one on the back of the cab. I got a couple on the hood, but the hood's a whole nother story. We'll get to that in a few minutes here. Hey, where are you going? You done for the day? Don't just stand there. Answer the question. All right, guys, so here we are, several hours later. Hood's off. Obviously, you saw me do that. It's just, for me, it's going to be a lot easier to get the hood sanded and looking really good. When I'm sitting in the cab of that tractor, this is the only part of it that I can see, so I want it to look the best. So I took the time to get it off. I'll get this done up here. I've got all the decals are gone. I gotta throw a sheet over the engine. Everything else on the tractor is taped up. I kind of did the best I could with the hydraulic hoses because I didn't want to have a bunch of stupid looking green hoses. I mean, they're still good. It's not perfect. I can only do what I can do. I got to fire it up, let the 3-point hitch down so that way I don't have the cylinders getting painted because I don't want that. But otherwise, all my prep work is pretty well done. I got to hit this with the sander here. I've been at this for quite a while. It doesn't look like a lot, but when you're working on something like this, of this size, prep work is a lot, and there's still a long way to go, but I think for right now we're looking pretty good. I can keep everything on schedule. My goal here for tomorrow is going to be to get all this, the rest of this kind of just touched up, sanded with some 320, blown off, clean, and get the whole tractor in primer. I did not do that on Turd Ferguson when I painted it. I kind of wish I would have because it would have made it that much better, but it's fine. Turd Ferguson still looks good. The paint's holding up really well on that almost 2 years later now, but like I say, I'm going to go ahead and prime this because someone's already put house paint or something on with a brush and a roller, and it just looks like shit, so a little primer won't hurt. That's going to leave me a nice smooth finish to get the green bastard green paint on. I get these wheels painted up in red because that's what they're supposed to be. Might as well do it like it should be for the most part. That's looking not so bad. hit it with a little bit of cleaner here and there. I'm going to throw some sheets over the tires and the engine, and then we're going to spray primer. Let's get to it. Well, guys, I guess all I've got left to do right now is start hosing primer on. Might as well get after that. Friends, I'm going to let this cure off for about an hour here, and then we're going to go right after it with this bastard green slime paint here. Now, the way we got this color, I know you can buy gallons of whatever this is supposed to be from Case. I've seen it on the internet, but I don't like that. It's always oil-based garbage enamel. I want something that's going to stand up a little bit better than oil-based enamel, I guess. If you've ever had any experience with it, you can paint something, and if you leave it outside for a year, it looks like, you know, my barn after a year. So it doesn't hold up. This stuff I've had great luck with. It always holds up well. It stays pretty shiny. Single stage acrylic urethane. It's pretty strong stuff. It's going to be what it's going to be. We took a spot under the hood and polished it as best as I could possibly polish it, and camera matched it to get the color. So I guess we'll find out. If it's close, it's close. If it's not close, well, it's going to be good enough. All right, guys, this is it. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Let's start flinging some green paint. Alright guys, that's looking pretty darn sharp. Downside, forgot the battery cover. It was underneath that pile of shit right there. And so, yeah, needless to say, I'm going to have to go get a little bit more paint made. And I could use a little bit under the wheel wells, but otherwise, by golly, that's a whole lot sharper than it was when it rolled in. I'll take that. Now I just got to get some red paint and do the wheels and the grill. And that's it. Well, my friends, that is looking pretty sharp. Only one thing left to do. I got my grill all painted red. I got to paint these wheels to match here. Went ahead and stuck my decals on. I know they're not perfectly exact for the tractor, but I think they look pretty darn good. I had my friend Tasha at Mama's Creations whip these up for me. She's done a couple sets of these for me in the past, and I've always thought they look pretty darn good. So now what she didn't know, and what I didn't know at the time when I had her make them, is they should have been in red. But oh well, it's fine. They look pretty darn good. All right, now time to get these wheels painted up and make this thing look the part. We also have to say happy birthday to Doug Steiger. This one's for you, old buddy. Well, guys, what do you think of that? By golly, that turned out pretty darn good. Not perfect by any means, but it's good enough for who it's for, I can tell you that. Everybody, this is the third one of these big articulated tractors that I've done any type of, let's say, restoration, paint job, overall, what have you, on. And let me tell you what, that is definitely no joke of a job. There is a lot of work involved in getting something this big to look halfway decent. But you know what? I enjoy every minute of it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. So guys, I think on that note, I'm going to call her a day. Maybe even call her a week. This has definitely been a pretty good sized project to take on. So on that note, thanks for watching today, everybody. Wheat season's coming up real soon, so we'll have all kinds of new fun stuff to work on. Hopefully not out of necessity, just because we want to. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Green bastard, parts unknown.